Every nightmare begins with a whisper. You're listening to Once Upon a Mic, where true horror finds a voice. Tonight's horror story is about the Candle House. Somewhere off the map down a forbidden stretch of forgotten country road stands a house where the light never dies. No electricity, no street lamps, just flame, flickering, endless. And if you ever find yourself inside, do not, under any circumstances, let a candle go out. This is the story of the night Mason didn't listen. Mason wasn't supposed to be out there. Hell, he wasn't even supposed to be in that part of the state. But a wrong turn and a giant GPS left him crawling down Country Road 6 with 1 bar of service and a quarter tank of gas, in a storm that sounded like it was trying to rip the sky in half. That's when he saw it, a soft golden glow through the fog, like a porch light, but warmer, alive. He pulled up to a small wooden house tucked between trees that leaned too far in. The whole place shimmered with candlelight, dozens of little flames dancing behind every window, like it was lit from the inside by memory. An old woman answered the door, smile wrinkled and soft, her husband not far behind, tall, quiet, gentle eyes. They fed him stew, real food, the kind you don't get unless someone's cooked it 1,000 times. He sat by the fire, watched the flames, and that's when she said it. Don't let the candles go out. He chuckled, assuming it was some old-timey quirk. The man didn't smile back. Not one. Not ever. If a candle goes dark, something comes in. And then they handed him a box of matches. Mason stayed the night. There were candles on every surface, bathed in a honey-colored glow that made shadows twitch like they had lives of their own. He was drifting off in the guest bed when he heard it. Psst! A faint puff, like someone blowing gently. One flame gone. The corner of the room now in darkness. He sat up and the air felt colder. Not the room, not the weather, the air itself, like something had slipped in. He relit the candle, watched the flames sputter back to life. For a second, it fought back against something he couldn't see. In the flicker, he swore he saw a figure in the corner. Thin, too tall, no face. From that moment on, sleep was out of the question. He crept through the house with the matchbox, relighting any candle that spurted. The old couple
Just to
was
show how
nowhere
cool.
to be found, just silence and shadows that felt like they were leaning towards him. The house wanted darkness, and every time a flame went out, something else got closer. One in the kitchen, one in the hall. The guest room door creaked open on its own. He was running now, striking matches, knocking over wax, his hands shaking, the matchbook down to 5, then 4. Mason finally found the old woman in the basement, sitting in front of a wall of candles, hundreds. Her face was lit only by flame. "We all have a flame," she said. "That's what keeps them out. Yours is burning low, Mason." He looked down. One match left. One. The house moaned. Candles were dying all around. One by one by one. He lit the last match. It flared, shook, and went out. When they found the house weeks later, the candles were still burning. But no one lived there. No old couple, no Mason, just shadows dancing quietly behind flame. And a single message written across the wall: "Let them lit." If you survived this tale, subscribe for more true horror stories shared every week. Have a nightmare of your own? Drop it in the comments, and you might just hear your fear come to life. Once upon a mic.